Hey everyone, thank you for joining us. Today we're here with Gabriela from ShipOffers. ShipOffers is a leading fulfillment and logistics provider that specializes in health, wellness, and e commerce brands. With over 2 decades of experience, the company offers turnkey solutions including product sourcing, warehousing, inventory management, and fast, reliable shipping, designed to help businesses scale without operational bottlenecks. ShipOffers combines proven infrastructure with a highly responsive team, making it a preferred fulfillment partner for marketers, subscription brands, and high volume e commerce sellers. Hi, Gabby. Thank you for joining us. Can you please tell our audience more about your position in ShipOffers?
Sure. Hi. Thank you so much for the invite, by the way. I am a business development for ShipOffers. So that means that I work with partners and clients. So I have been bringing them to ShipOffers and working with them as well, of course, closely. Um, I think that's mostly it. And of course, I do take care of them as well with the team, with the sales team, and with the account management team.
And judging just by the amount of people at events that know you, they're very well taken care of.
That's true.
So, how do you define an offer owner? How does that role differ from being an affiliate or a product creator?
Okay, so a product owner means that they actually own the brand that he's selling. So the difference is that when you are an affiliate, you can run multiple offers from different product owners. So let's say you are running ABC and you're testing different offers with different CPAs and stuff. When you're a product owner, that means that you own the brand. That means that everything that happens with that brand, you are responsible for it. And on top of that, you are responsible for the customers and customer support and everything else that is linked with the offer.
So, a lot of responsibilities
Yes, it's
that
a
come with,
really different.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what are the most common misconceptions that people have about what it takes to become an offer owner?
I think one thing that I have been noticing, I would say mostly with the Brazilian market, but I see that as well with some other markets, is that people think that, oh, I did 5 sales with this offer. I want to be a product owner. So he already validate the offer. So that doesn't mean that you validate the offer, because for you to actually, how can I say, be a product owner, you need to understand everything that comes with that. That means your AOV, your upsells, your customer support, everything that is related with the product is not about just, oh, I did 5 sales, I'm going to be rich now and I'm going to create my own product. And this is something that I hear literally mostly every day when I have calls with people. So I think people really need to understand that. They need to understand that it's not because you're going to create an offer that you're going to be rich like this, and they think that is like the easy way of it. So I think one of the biggest misconceptions that I hear every day in calls.
And I think if you come in with this misconception, you can be very disappointed very quickly if you don't see results and give up, which is not what we want from people to give up.
And I okay, so because I do a lot of calls, as you know, I do try to be really real with people, and I ask difficult questions. I was like, okay, how many sales have you been doing? How long are you running these offers or running as an affiliate? What kind of verticals are you coming from? Because a lot of people, for example, they do come from lead gen, and that's great. But if you're coming from lead gen, from like astro or relationship offer, you don't understand the verticals that you have and the neutral side, for example. And you need to understand that, because I can send you a catalog with like more than 50 products, but if you don't understand what, like, how the vertical works and what kind of products, because for example, just for weight loss you have like more than 5 or 6 different kind of, like, you have gummies, powder, drops, pills. So you need to understand what actually you need to run, and or what you're gonna look for it. So I think this is being real with the leads that you have. I think even though they don't want to hear the truth, is the best thing that you can do, because I tell them like, hey, do like this. I can introduce you to some offer product owners, or I can introduce you to the platforms that you can look for the offers, run them, validate the offers, test exactly what you want to do. And then when you actually test it, come talk to me again. Then you're going to be ready. So even though they don't want to hear that, I try my best to make them understand that part as well.
No, I completely understand. And we in RedTrack are also having this philosophy, because you cannot make the right decisions if you don't have the correct data. So it's very important to come from a place of knowing and knowing the facts, so you make better choices.
I think with you guys is probably, you see this every day as well when you tell people like A/B test the offers, check the data, because people think A/B test is like sending 100 clicks to each offer and okay, this convert better, let's go. They're like, this is not a real A/B test. I understand when you're running something in dollars, it's more expensive than like reais, but you really need to understand that end of the day, like this is like redundant. Like this doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, A/B testing is essential. I don't know. Some people indeed think it's like a loss of time or money, but it's really not.
Yeah. Um,
And at what stage in their affiliate or marketing career do you think someone is ready to launch their own offer?
I always tell people like especially when they're testing the products, like start like when you're doing like around 20 sales a day and you really want to do your own product, and you're doing like 20 sales a day for at least 2 weeks, then you can like talk to me, because they need to understand that is not only our cost that you guys gonna have. You have the customer support cost, you have of course everything else that is related to owning a product. So I try to make them understand that if you're not doing that, at least that amount of sales is not worth it for for you as well, like money wise. So that's when I tell them like that's when you should come talk to me.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Let's talk about more from about getting started and what happens from the idea to the actual offer itself. What's the first step that someone should take if they want to become an offer owner?
I think is first of all you need to know what product you want to run, like what vertical. So it's weight loss, ED, memory. You have so many. You need to understand as well what kind of if you're gonna do like VSLs, if you're gonna do branded. So it depends of course what kind of line you're gonna go. So start there. You need to have like copies that you already validated as well, to make sure that you're not coming and just trying like 10 different products to make maybe something's gonna work. Because I always say like just do some dry tests first. um, so I think choosing the vertical you want to run, the kind of product you want to run, and then on top of that you're gonna need to, of course, you do all the process, for example with us, like from the documentation to the labor. But then you have as well customer support, and you need to do as well, if you don't have internal, you need to find a third party company like Logical, HelpGrid, for example. And then you need to they do like you need to do the recovery. Recovery is super important for your AOV as well. Not only email recovery, but you can do like call recovery as well. You need to understand the ups. You need to test upsells and downsells as well, to make sure that you have a good flow going on. You need to have your emails prepared as well, because emails are really really important, especially now, Black Friday, Christmas. Like, believe me, I work in this industry for like 9 years. I am clicking on my emails. uh, yeah. And I think just yeah, just have this like really clear. And of course you have welcome calls as well for after, that's gonna increase your review really well as well. So just understand exactly what kind of marketing you want to play with. If you want to go VSLs wise, brand wise, both. And there is like things that I always tell people that you always should do, even though you're doing VSLs, like adding up inserts on your package. That is like really important to give a little bit of like a face to your clients, and also they feel a little bit more welcome. So there are a few things that you can do as well, even if you're running on VSL not branded, that you can work on it. So, and then of course, if you go branded, you need to understand what else you can do in that way. That is a different subject.
There is not just the first step, but like the first few couple of steps. So very, very solid advice.
I
Well,
went through all.
we did mention A/B testing, but before you get there as a offer owner, how do you validate whether your offer has a real market potential before investing too heavily?
I think one thing that I do for like 9 years when I used to be affiliate manager, and like I'll always tell people to do spy. I think spy is so important. Like if you're running Facebook, if you're running native, Google, whatever you're running, like just spy, because with spy, and if you have good like reps on your accounts, like for Google, for native, for Facebook, like you can always get reports from them as well to understand the verticals that are going to be running like really well for the quarters as well, and what is actually working and not working. So those are the main two things that I tell people all the time to do. And mostly people are really lazy, but but the good ones, they do it and they see actually what is working. So I'll just say that. And testing as well is really important, especially like, you can only know if it's actually working if you test it. So
Absolutely. Okay, so now that we've covered the beginning, let's talk about building the offer with the product, the funnel, and the operations. What makes an offer high converting from a fulfillment and backend perspective?
I think the high converting is something that I think is a mix of everything. I cannot say per se because I'm not the product owner. I'm just the back end part. But one thing that I see our clients having a lot of success is that, first of all, you do have your internal media buying team. Like I think that's really important because they're the bench to actually test a lot of things that your guys are launching. It can be the hooks, it can be the new products. So they should be the ones testing for your affiliates to run. And that's what I always tell people. Like, you want to have affiliates run your offer, you actually need to show them numbers that your offer is actually converting, so they can actually be excited to run. It's only a few affiliates that actually will test for you, and they normally will test if you give them a budget tested. So end of the day, you need to have budget, you need to have an internal media buying team to test that, and you need to show numbers for the affiliates. So I think that's how a high convert offer actually is going to work for you, in the like that I see clients actually succeeding.
And how does ShipOffers help simplify the logistics side so offer owners can focus on the marketing and scaling and media buying?
Well, we are a logistic company per se, 24 years in the market. So on top of that, we do have the white label catalog. So clients don't need to worry about product inventory. They don't need to worry about the logistics. Like, we manage everything for them in that part. So they literally just need to worry about making sales and creating new products. Because on top of that, of course, you have me, for example, as the biz dev, you have the sales team, you have the account managers that are in the office. So they're always going to be replying. So I think that's really important because, me and the sales team, we are always traveling a lot as well. So I think being present for the clients as well really help them a lot, even if, of course, we are not perfect, if sometimes has issues. And I think the biggest thing that our team is there is literally to give the support that they need at the time that they need. So I think that's the main thing. And of course, having the products and the logistic that they need in one place as well, because it's too much stuff that they would need to worry about if you're like doing different places. So
Yeah, no, I completely understand. That's again, something that we also understand at RedTrack, especially for media buyers and advertisers, and that's why we're offering like a one place where you can go in and check all of your campaigns instead of going to 10 different places to check 10 different campaigns.
Yeah, you
So
have. Yeah,
yeah,
imagine all like you have like 20 campaigns on native that you need to go check one per. Like you go crazy. Like you don't have the time, honestly speaking.
exactly. That's it. All the things you're going to be doing is just going and checking things, and nobody has the time to do that.
Exactly.
And what do you think is the right balance between front end acquisition and back end retention for a new offer?
uh, I think again, I cannot say numbers wise specifically because I'm in the back, but the way I see it and the way that I have been telling the clients as well that I would see is like the first sale is never gonna make you money. So you really need to work on your back end to make sure that the retention that you have on the clients are like you have a good LTV. Because if you don't have that, you keep paying for that one sale all the time, so your margin is not gonna be the best. So you really need to work on in your LTV. I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of people are kind of getting to understand now that they have been in the marketing for like a year. So it's actually fun to watch and nice to see it as well that they are finally like coming with this mindset. So I'm actually excited for that. What do you think? I think that's a good way of seeing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I always get excited when I see a positive improvement of sorry, when people are more getting more educated and just doing better and more efficient things.
Exactly. I see a
Eh,
lot of people now coming with like the what is the word for it? Recurrence. So they're trying. So that's something nice to see. Yeah, I'll definitely say that. Yeah.
And once an offer is live, what are the first indicators that it's ready to scale?
I would always see what is your CPC compared to the value of your acquisition as well of the client. So uh, I would go there. On top of that as well, I would see. Mm, I would understand as well, like, is this like just a hype, like just because it's like Black Friday, or or is this something that you just enjoy the moment? So put your money on that 3 days, 4 days, week, day, and then your campaign is gonna go down, or it's just like something that is you're gonna see like for at least a month, 2 months. So and work on that. I think I don't see a lot of people actually understanding that as well, and I think it's really hard to understand that because when people see the numbers going up, they just start putting more money on it and just copying the the ads. uh but yeah, that part I would not I would thinking that way, more like when you see the CPCs comparing to your AOV and say, okay, that's a good offer, or if you actually see conversions and you see some promising on it. But it's really gonna depend of your ads, and yeah. Sorry, that part for me is a kind of hard to answer because I don't have the numbers on that side for me.
Yeah, but you talk to people all the time, so maybe you just have like a side stand observation.
Yeah, for
Uh,
e-commerce, like I used to run more, like I actually did run native traffic and Facebook traffic as well, so I would see those numbers coming more often, and you'll be, oh my god, conversion is coming, and especially Q4 is like always amazing. So yeah.
well, I hope it is for us as well. I mean, for all of us, yes.
Yes.
And since you mentioned traffic, that's my next question. How should offer owners think about diversifying traffic sources like affiliates, native, paid social, email? Do you have any observations?
I think they definitely should. Like one thing that I see a lot is that somebody's good in one traffic source and they stay on that traffic source, and I totally get it. But if you're not good in the other ones, find affiliates, like trusted affiliates, to run the other traffic source for you. Because when you're depending on one, what I saw, for example, last month, everybody went down bad because of Facebook with the new things that happen on Facebook. So
Yep, we noticed it as well in our
so,
users.
yeah, so I was like, dude, don't depend on only one traffic source, like so what I started doing is I talk with Taboola, for example. I had a call like last week with Snapchat as well, TikTok, we're talking as well. We're introducing them to our clients because even though they don't know how to run it, I was like, okay, they're gonna sit with you, they're gonna teach you how to use their platform, because I think it's really important because they need to understand that as well. If they don't want to put affiliates, they need to understand themselves, because depending on only one is really bad. And I think email is really important, especially for people working branded wise. Like they should be doing that. And if you don't know how to do email, believe me, I know it's super hard because I you can show me Facebook, it's fine, native is fine, Google is fine. Email for me is always a headache. Find somebody that know how to do email for you, like, because they are really important. So I'll definitely say that.
And with the email, you own it. Like you own everything there. You're not relying on a algorithm.
Exactly. Exactly. Is your
It's
data.
reliable. Yeah.
Exactly. Is your data. And if you take care of your data, they definitely gonna deliver email. Like, so we just need to work on that.
I also love email as a marketer, and for me, it's like I feel a little bit old school because I feel like kids these days, and not kids only, but they don't use email a lot. But I also think for marketing is the way to go.
Yeah, because like I understand that they cannot use email because their spam is like 10 seconds. But at the same time, like important things, like if you need to go to your doctor, like my doctor still email me with my appointment. At least, yeah, like they send me appointments and everything by email. Even though I have WhatsApp, they would text me there, but they do send me email as well. So I don't know, like for me, maybe I'm old, I don't know. I do
Nah,
use email a lot.
no. So my favorite part of the questions: what role do data and tracking play in a successful offer ownership?
uh, I think data is everything. I think if you don't know how to read data, you should not be running offers, not even as an affiliate or product owner, because affiliate is even a little bit easier because you're getting a CPA and you're spending money. So end of the day, you just need to do one minus the other, and then that's it. But if you're a product owner and if you don't know how to use data, like, yeah, you're like losing money, like maybe probably because
Most
it's
definitely, yes,
yeah, I
you
was
are.
like, I think you're losing money. So I think if you don't know, and I think, I don't know, probably RedTrack does that. Like if you don't know how to read the data in RedTrack, please ask them. Ask what are the information that they have in the platform, because you need those information to understand how much money you're actually spending there. Because on top of that, you have all the other spends that you need to put. You need to you need to manage your money, right? So I think that's really important. You need to understand as well what is converting, what is not converting, like what is promising, what is not promising. And if you don't know how to read the data of the ads there, you're not gonna know what is the best landing page, best ads. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And even if we're not available 24/7, what we have currently is an AI copilot that's very good at making reports by a prompt. And the goal is for the future that the AI copilot will also be able to give you like very sound advice how you can improve your data.
Okay.
Honestly, best use of AI ever, just to decode your data and give you practical advice. So we're hoping it will be available next year. But
Oh, that's really good, because I think I think that's really good to have. Cool.
thank you. What are the best ways for new offer owners to attract quality affiliates or media buyers?
I think if you have a good offer running, good affiliates already see it. Like I literally had somebody today texting me about somebody else offer saying, "Hey, do you know who owns this offer? Because I would like to run it." So
Okay, then you know you're doing something right if
yeah,
people are noticing your offer.
exactly. So they see it, and that's what I'm saying. Good affiliates, they do spy. They do see the offers that are actually doing well. So that's what I'm saying. So if you have a good offer, if your offer is doing well, if your offer is actually there for a while, people notice, and people are gonna ask to run it, and they'll try to contact you for it. And so just keep doing what you know how to do best, and have good offers, and affiliate actually just come to you. I see that happening all the time.
What was it? If you build it, they will come. And same with offers.
Exactly. Like that's what I see, like 9 years of affiliate management.
That is still very good advice. And how can partnerships like with ship offers, agencies, or even platforms like RedTrack accelerate success?
For product owners,
Yes.
uh, well, I think if you want to be a product owner, you do need to work with companies like ShipOffers, like RedTracks. You need to partner up with companies that you can trust, and I think that's the biggest thing. Because if you don't trust the company you're working with, imagine if you need to check everything all the time. You're just redoing the work, right? So choose your part. I would say choose your partners well, because if you don't do that, you're gonna regret, and you're gonna have a lot of headaches in the future. So I think that's the whole thing. So when you choose a good partner, you do have success on that, on your offer, because end of the day you don't need to worry about things that you would be worried if, along the line.
I think this advice is very good even for, relationships, personal relationships, work relationships, like
For sure.
just be around people who you can trust.
For sure. Yeah.
And what trends do you see happening?
I think for now, like I see a really big not shift, because a lot of people are still running US, but a lot of people are actually coming to Europe. So they see Europe like a big market, because CPCs are a little bit cheaper as well. I think Q1, for example, is gonna be really good. New me, new year, new me. Like let's lose some weight, let's work out. So I would go in that direction as well, for sure, for weight loss, and work on the Black Friday, Christmas as well. So just accelerate, especially for the brands. You have the boxes, like Christmas boxes, and gut, I think, is a huge success as well. And I think for next year it's going to be even better, especially with all those people, and all those news about everything that we're putting in our body. So I'll definitely go in that direction as well. And woman, menopause.
Okay, so it's not just me seeing it everywhere because I don't know, I might have Googled a few things. It is okay, it is a trend. Good to know.
Yeah, I see that a lot as well. So and I see a big trend going in that direction, and that's where we want to go as well. Like, like we always every year bring new products to our catalog, and that's what we do as well. We have been talking with a lot of our clients for Q1, and seeing what they actually need from us as well. So definitely that's the direction that I would go.
And it's not even only menopause; it's also perimenopause, like the period before that. I've started seeing a lot about it, and I don't remember ever seeing it, like, I don't know, 5 years ago. Anyone talking about it anywhere?
I see that happening as well, and I don't know if we're in the same algo. But I see more and more, and I'm actually really happy with that. Like is let's talk about female and because the medicine, like the whole industry is actually made for men, and
Yeah.
we women have like almost no studies about our body and how everything happens after. So I'm actually excited for that.
Absolutely, I've seen research, not research, but like women have been added to research in 1993. Like before that, we weren't even considered. But I'm generally happy when there's trends of people taking care of themselves, taking care of their health, men or women. I think it's a very good trend to have
I agree.
overall.
I agree.
More happy, healthy people
So,
everywhere. And what is an inspiring offer owner success story that you've seen in Ship Offers and you want to share with us?
ooh, I had a fear. Like one thing, like I'm not gonna give people's name, but there are a few people that I see that they were struggling in the beginning, and then out of the blue they can succeed. Like one of our clients, and I love her so much. I remember when I met her, um, I look at Press and I was like, she's gonna be good. And he's like, yeah, yeah, I think so as well. And she didn't like run Nutra. This was like first time running Nutra in the US, right? And then a few months passed and like nothing was working. Like she was frustrated. I was like, okay. I was like, don't worry. I have faith on you. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. I think after like 4 or 5 months, she nailed and she like was insane. Like I was like, I told you. And yeah, so I see like a lot of success cases like this, like people coming from lead gen that never had run like Nutra, but they did run like health lead gen offers, or people actually running Nutra in Brazil, but like trying to understand the US market, but they'll get frustrated because of course in the beginning they would not like make it right. But yeah, I think like there are like of course other few cases that that did well. But yeah, I think that was a good one because I remember that it was like when I just started and I didn't know more or less how to work in the like how things normally work, and I was like, she's gonna do well. So yeah, I was happy for her as well.
So, do you think that there is like a quality that makes a good offer owner? Maybe not even a quality or a mindset or maybe a habit. Do you think there is something like that all the successful stories of people have in common?
Yeah, I one thing for me at least that works and that I see people doing it. I don't believe in that working 24/7, sleep is for the weeks and stuff. Like I don't like fuck this. Sorry, I don't know if I can say that. Uh,
Sure,
but
why not?
but I do believe that when you do have a mindset and you do have like you are really how how you say it,
Determined?
yeah, you're determined and you have a schedule, you know what you want, and I think that's the whole thing because you're working towards a goal. Because and you need to really know your goal, because people just want to make money, like, oh, I just want to make money, like that's my goal. But no, that's not your goal. Like, yeah, that's okay, you're gonna make money, that's like the end goal. But like why you're making this, like where do you want to go? Because you can make money and that's it and then you're done, but you should have like a vision of where you want to go end of the day. And with her, for example, she's really determined, like like I love her and I love the energy that she gives as well, because she knows exactly what she wants, and I think that's the energy that the people that I see succeeding has, like with the guys as well that I see doing really well as well. That's the energy that they always pass me when I see them. So I think this is the energy that I would expect from people.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if having a lot of money is a goal, there's a lot of ways to make money. Like you don't need to be a product
Was a girl?
owner, yes, to make the money. So it's difficult to know how to do it if the goal is so broad. So it makes a lot of
Exactly.
sense. And if someone right now is wondering if they should become an offer owner or not, do you have like a piece of advice? How should they start, or what if they should even pursue it?
Um, for a start, I would say check how many sales you're doing. Are you already running Nutra or not? If yes, great. Are you running as affiliate? If so, how many sales are you doing per day? If you're doing at least 20 sales a day for a while already, yes. If you think like you want to have your own brand, sure, talk to me. If you're like not sure, if you're like doing less sales, you're like 5, 6, 10 sales a day, and I would say maybe try different verticals or different like offer to see exactly where, like if maybe it's your VSL, maybe it's the product. It can be a lot of different things. Maybe it's the checkout. There's a lot of things that it can be. So always test. And if you actually want to be a product owner, you need to ask yourself, okay, I'm ready to be a product owner. What kind of product owner do you want to be? Do you want to be a VSL product owner? Do you want to be a branded product owner? Do you want to be both? Do you understand that you need to have all the backend support? That means customer support, email marketing, understanding the upsells, doing the tests for that, tracking. Well, tracking, you're gonna need it if you're an affiliate or not. But all this back end as well that it needs to support you as a product owner. So I would start from there on those questions. Did I miss
Well, that's a lot of food for thought for future product offer owners. These are all the questions that I had. Thank you so much for your time. The conversations was lovely. I learned a lot. I hope our audience will as well. Thank you, Gabby. It's been lovely.
Mila, I love the questions, and of course, if anybody has more questions, I'm all here to help out. And thank you so much for the invitation again.
Yes, you can find Gabby online and at a lot of events
Exactly.
all over the world.
That's
Thank
true.
you.
Thank you.